My uncle is a huge jazz fan, from the sweet melodic tones of Miles Davis to the smooth sounds of Duke Ellington. He loves it all. I'm not actually sure if Miles Davis' music is sweet or melodic. I just googled top jazz artists and I'm pretty sure my uncle is a fan and has his music in his huge, ridiculously large CD collection. He is not the most tech forward person, like a majority of older people, and some young people who think they are quote unquote old souls. They prefer the cold, hard steel of processed plastic and to hear the sounds out of a xylophone rather than just connecting their phones to a speaker and having all their favorite music ready available on Spotify. So I thought it would be cool to try and build something that would allow them to listen to their favorite music without having to connect to Bluetooth speakers or do anything too technically complicated. And that is an RFID Jukebox. It's simply put, it's a speaker that uses RFID chips to read music to Spotify and allows the older generation to have more access to ready available music. So let's get cracking. For this project, we will need a Raspberry Pi, an RFID card reader, speakers to listen to some smooth tunes, and an audio hat to connect the speakers to the Raspberry Pi. These are pretty much the main components for this project. First off, I started off with soldering the connector pins to the card reader. As you can see, the best soldering skills you've ever seen in your life. It didn't come out too bad, only issues that I connected them the wrong way, but we move. Next, I used the female to male wires to connect the card reader to the audio hat. For now, just using the breadboard to do some testing, but connected them together after that. Right, and then just connected the audio hat to the Raspberry Pi. Unfortunately, this audio hat wasn't working correctly. There were some issues with that in the Raspberry Pi, so I couldn't use these speakers. So I had to get new ones, the priority shipping. So these are just normal speakers that connect using the normal audio jack. Right, then got into some programming, just little Python scripting in there. Basically what we're doing is connecting the serial number of the card to specific Spotify albums and playlists. Ran a quick test. Little MJ, get the blood flowing. Then I printed out these little pictures of the albums, put them onto the cards themselves to know what album I'm listening to. Came out pretty well, pretty good. Then I had to 3D print this container to put all the electronics inside. And a nice sliding lid. Then did a final test, make sure everything was still working correctly. Wrote some more code to make sure that the program starts on startup. So as soon as you start the Raspberry Pi, the program will run. Then put everything in the box, made sure everything fit in properly. And yeah, that's how it looks with all the electronics and everything inside the box. Pretty cool. Then just slide the top on and you have yourself a RFID Jukebox. And there you go. Pretty nifty, pretty sexy. I like it. I don't think I'll be giving this one as a gift just yet, mainly because there's a shortage of chips, so there's no Raspberry Pis available. And I think I can improve upon the design. It's very bulky at the moment, but it still looks pretty good. You can just put it on your table, on your mantle, and it'll look pretty good. And yeah, that's it. That's your RFID jukebox or record player. Pretty nifty, pretty swanky. I think it'll be a pretty cool thing to have at a party or just have out in your lounge. The other cool thing about this, having this such a big box, is that you can just fit everything inside, close that up, and it's pretty portable.